We're here with Drew Frady. He is the director of the show Moon Over Buffalo. Could you tell me a little bit about this show?
Sure. This is a comedy. It's an American farce. Most English farces are done with a series of doors on stage and characters missing each other by just a moment because one walked out one door and another walked in another door. And that's sort of what this play is about as well. It's an American theatrical family in the 1950s, one of the great American theatrical families like the Lunts or the Fontaines, who have fallen on hard times. They are no longer welcome on Broadway or in Hollywood, and so they're touring the backwoods theaters of the United States. The husband, leading man, sleeps with the ingenue in the show. His wife finds out about it and is leaving him. At the same time, one of the actors in Hollywood breaks his legs, and Frank Capra, one of the great American film directors, wants to see these two to replace that actor in Hollywood. Well, because his wife is leaving him, she doesn't believe him because he's already lied to her. He gets drunk. She finds out he's telling the truth, and they can't find him because he's run off someplace drunk. So there are a lot of bad decisions, mistaken identities. They believe that their daughter's fiance is Frank Capra when he's really just a local weatherman. She comes back, actually, we find out, because she's still in love with one of the other actors in the company. So a lot of mistaken identity, bad decisions, and missing someone by just a moment.
Wow, well that sounds like a really interesting show to see. How long have you guys been rehearsing?
We are going into our final week of rehearsals. This is our tech week, what we call it, and it's been 6 weeks. We've been up 5 weeks. This is our 6th week right now.
Okay, would you say that you've enjoyed directing this show?
Absolutely, I've really enjoyed this. I have an extensive career as a professional actor and a director in New York and on off-Broadway. I've toured the United States as an actor, and I lived in Denver for about 10 years before moving down here to Canyon City just last year, and I was pleasantly surprised to find really, really great talent down here in Canyon City.
Wow, well that's incredible after a professional career like that. How did it feel to come to Canyon City and be involved in FCT specifically?
Well, you know, when my wife and I got here about a year ago, we both decided to jump in feet first and really get involved in the community. And as a former professional actor, my wife is actually my assistant director on this particular show, and she's a former professional ballerina. And we just thought that getting involved with the arts was a great way for us to meet people, to start getting connected a little bit, and to contribute our skills to the community in the best way possible. So we got involved with FCT right away as soon as we got here, and we feel like we've made the right choice there.
Absolutely. And when and where can people come see this show?
The show opens this Friday night at Florence High School, and we play Friday night and Saturday night at 7 p.m. and then Sunday afternoon at 4 p.m. and then we do it all over again next weekend. So this coming weekend and then the following weekend, the last 2 weekends in July.
Okay, and where can people get tickets and how much?
People can get tickets at Anytime Fitness or at City Market. Tickets are $8 or $7 for seniors and FCT members.
Okay, and looking at the big picture of Fremont Civic Theater in general, how can people get involved in upcoming Fremont Civic Theater shows?
That's a great question. Actually, at the moment, we have one board position available right now. We've just had a couple of people leave. We've replaced one of them, but we have one position still available. So if you're interested in contributing sort of board member skills, you can contact Fremont Civic Theater through fct.org, or you can call me at 720-231-9692, still a Denver prefix. You can also, if you're interested at all in working on the sets or the costumes, or as a director or a stage manager or an assistant director, you can contact either of those places as well to ask more about that. We're always looking for new, fresh blood to come into the organization, and we can teach you to do things that you haven't done before. You might be able to teach us a thing or two. That happens more often than not. So anybody who's interested in getting involved with the organization, they can contact us through our website.
Awesome. Well, great break a leg on Moon Over Buffalo.
Thanks.
And we will look forward to seeing it. That's Drew Frady.